So we're doing a STEO podcast interview, just discussion really, and we're just talking about how mindset can affect your everyday life. We prepared a few questions. This is Tatiana.
Hey guys.
I'm Andrei, and we're just opening up a discussion about what are we talking about? We're talking about
how mind shape your reality, how your mind really and your thoughts affect your reality.
Yeah, and I guess those emotions that are attached to your thoughts can really change if you have a positive experience in life, if you have a negative experience, if you can create your life, or if you feel stuck. So anyway, we've written a few questions. Why don't we open one up?
All right.
What's the question?
Why do you think most people live life on autopilot?
Why do you think most people live life on autopilot? Well, I think life on autopilot is a series of comfort and routines. So obviously we get up every day, we need to eat, we need to go make income somehow, we need to drink water and do all the things that we do, but then there's all sorts of emotions that are attached to that, right? So it's like, I don't know, for example, you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, I look good today, I don't look good today, I've had that heaps, I don't know. That can really shape how your day is, and that's like a small example.
I also think it's because people don't believe that they can actually change their life.
Yeah.
Or they don't believe that small changes make any difference, or even their thoughts make any difference.
Totally, and so they just go on an autopilot mode because it's like, okay, this is how I've lived so far, this is how I do it. And also, just neurologically speaking, we run those like mental synapses that, you know, it's like, even if you haven't noticed, take notice, when you walk somewhere, you tend to walk exactly the same path. It's the same way we think about stuff. So, yeah, I mean, that's...
And also because our brain is used to save energy.
Yeah.
And that's why we don't want to come up with a new path or a new question or a new way of doing something, because it's much easier to keep doing it the same way.
Even if it's difficult.
Yeah.
I mean, let's keep going. What else is on there?
What's one sign someone is stuck in the same emotional loop?
What's one sign someone's stuck in the emotional loop?
They have the same life.
Yeah, they're like, oh my God.
Life is not changing from day to day.
Yeah, every day you're looking for a better life. And that thought that, you know what? It's going to be better next week. It's going to be better next year. It's going to be whatever. And don't get me wrong. I mean, that's cool to have stuff to look forward to. But when you're like, today is not so good. I was about to swear, but we'll keep this G-rated. Today is bad, but tomorrow might be good. That's one sign when people just default to, like what? Like complaining, yeah?
Like tomorrow never comes.
It's like you get in and you're like, oh, the coffee's shit. Oh, oops. And then it's like, oh, wait, hold on, is it really that bad? You know what I mean? No, I don't want to laugh. It's like people go through difficult things, but usually when people express difficulty, anger, jealousy over things that are so trivial, like coffee or like, oh my God, that's a clear sign, and that should be a clear indicator to us.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Do you think our inner world creates our outer reality?
Oh, okay. Well, firstly, let's talk about that. There is an inner world and an outer reality, and it's not just your thoughts, it's your whole entire perception, don't you think? Yes,
you know. I think this is what creates your outer reality.
Absolutely. And fundamentally speaking, if we can observe the fact that we do observe, so it's like beyond just that ego chatting, saying I'm this and I'm that and whatever, there's a deeper reality that's like a whole picture, then of course, because what else is there other than consciousness?
Yeah, and simply what we think is what we say.
Totally.
What we say is what we do, and what we do is who we are and what our life is.
That's it, and that's what kind of shapes us, and without that, then we're just kind of limiting ourselves, really. Yeah.
Okay.
Deep questions.
What's one small habit that can change how someone feels every day?
One small habit. Taking a shower. No. One small habit is like taking a shower, but then jumping out of the shower and saying, hey, you know what? That was a great shower. Rather than, oh, I've got like,
I think also being grateful.
Right?
Yes, if you can just wake up and say one thing you're grateful for, or in the evening, like you had a day and it doesn't matter, it was easy or...
That's it. And again, why? Because you create those good habits.
Yes.
But they become conscious.
It's changing your perspective on life. And you realize that you can always find something good in your day.
That's it. And a shift of perspective can really shift how your day goes. And how your day goes can really shift how the opportunities and who you attract and what comes in and, you know, all of it really. So yeah, absolutely. Just those little habits saying, hey, even if something's bad, there's one thing I can look for that's good and strengthening that. Yeah.
What would you say to someone who says, I don't have time for mindfulness?
Well, I would say, what do you have time for then? Because if you don't have time to be mindful, then you're probably giving your time away for other things that are programmed into a sense of duty, or, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I'd be mindful, but I have kids. I mean, how are the two not related? I would say, be mindful that you do have kids. Anyway, that was a bad example. I don't know, what do you think? What would you say?
I think only the person who is totally lost and angry on everything in life can say that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we all have questions like, how can I make my life better? Or what can I change? Or who I am? Or something
and
like
some
that.
people would say, why would we want to do that? Because you deserve it. Don't you think we all deserve to...
Because we live here to ask those questions, and we live here to find out who we are. And we live here to shape our reality and go through this life journey. And
no one else is going to
really
think
having
about,
those experiences to
think
find
about your
out
life.
all of this.
Totally.
And if we don't want to think about that, then what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Okay, how do emotions slowly turn into our identity?
Again, I think it's very scientific, and emotions can either be heightened emotions, like, you know, giving you energy, and if you're a highly energetic person, then you're going to attract more, do more, run more, whatever it is. Or if you're going to be a low energy person with low energy emotions, then you're going to, you know, like have a different kind of personality. I think it's as simple as that, really.
Yeah, and I think, again, what we think is what we say is what we do,
definitely.
And what we do is who we are.
Definitely, and it's not always like, you know, that black and white, but what is black and white is that we are able to at least notice our emotions, and in that moment of noticing them, say, hey, hold on a sec, maybe I'm being too emotional right now. We've all been there. You make me emotional, but in a good way. All right, so let's keep going.
Why do people stay attached to emotions that hurt them?
I mean, it's easy. Why do people stay attached to emotions? It's easy to be, you know, unhappy. It's easy to be...
Yeah, also if we used to live a very painful life, with lots of things that goes wrong, we just don't think that something else is possible.
Totally.
And we just used to it, and we get attached to that emotions and feelings, and we keep repeating them, and
100%.
we keep recreating life that hurt us.
Yeah. And again, it comes back to that thing. If you don't think about what your life should be, then you're probably living emotions that are taught to you by parents, by whatever. Maybe we're repeating patterns. You know, it's always a bit more complicated, but once we understand that we've learnt these emotions somewhere, we're like, oh, hold on a sec. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm acting like my dad right now. And that's okay. It's not about fighting it or something, but it's about recognizing how we've learnt those emotions along the way. And
the first thing to change it is to admit to yourself that you can live differently.
Totally.
And you can find the way to change your life.
Totally.
Yeah. Why? What do people most get wrong about personal change?
I think years of trial and error. No, it's really like this. It's like, I think the first thing that you get wrong about personal change is actually not really knowing for yourself why you want to personally change something, and that comes with a sense of meaning or reason or, you know, something like that. But it's like you have to really know what kind of life you want to live. I don't know, what do you think? It's a complicated question.
I think people feel like personal change means they need to admit that something is wrong with them.
Right.
Which is not true. It's like you just want to work on yourself so you can create a better life and change your perspective or change your thoughts, emotions. But it doesn't mean that you are not enough. It doesn't mean you are bad.
Of course. You tell someone, hey, when was the last time you did some personal change? They're like, well, what do you mean? Well, it's like, no, hold on a sec. The reason I ask is because it's exciting, because all of life has always been change. And if you don't change, then you don't grow. And I think like growth can be scary, but that's fundamentally what shapes life, I reckon.
Yeah, and also most of people believe that, yes, it's very scary and it's very painful, which is sometimes, but you can... This is the reason why I created STEO, because we want to make this process more fun and more 100%. Easy and more like a game.
100%.
So you can reflect on yourself and you can change your life by little steps every day.
Yeah. Okay, so we got one question left.
What's the first step for someone who wants to change their reality today?
The first step always is just realizing that you have that power to change your reality. The first step is empowering yourself with the idea that, hey, I can take a step, and what I do is ultimately going to shift my reality if I keep going with that consistency. I think a lot of people don't think that they're powerful enough or capable enough or, you know, what do you think?
Well, one thing is to find someone that you can look up, or you can see that they already changed their life, or they already lived the life you want to live, and at least start following them. At least start learning like what do they do, and don't be skeptic and don't be negative, saying like, oh, they had wherever something easy, or always try to find what you can learn. Yeah.
Well, look, I've learned a lot from this discussion, and it's really cool to think about these things. I think that's what the reason behind doing the STEO app is all about. It's just about becoming aware more about your own thoughts and patterns and psychology, and the fact that you can step into you and your life and you know what you think. So maybe we'll close it there.
Yeah.
But
and one more.
Yeah.
Reflection.
Okay. Yeah.
Reflection is most important.
Reflection is so important.
And this is what STEO is about.
100%.
Yes. So if you can reflect on your actions and thoughts daily, then you will create a habit of mindfulness.
Totally. And that's what it's all about.